Hello, everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. We're still got the Online Big Blue studios up and running. For how long, we don't know. The move is progressing. We got a couple more weeks before we're completely out of here into our temporary location before we make the final jump. But I wanted to talk Giants football because that's just what we do. You can tell I'm dressed all in Giants gear today. I had some, what is that called? Suntan lotion on me. Sorry, it's outside in the sun. Enjoying the days, enjoying the rays. But we want to talk Giants football. I was thinking about something yesterday. And like I always say, when I think about things, it hurts my head. The Giants offense. Everyone's talking about Daniel Jones and Kenny G and return of Saquon Barkley and everything else that's going to make the Giants offense prolific. Out of this world. Top 10. Yeah, I see some of that silly shit on Twitter. Top 10. We're not going to be a top 10 offense. As much as you want it to be. Now, as much as we are going to say the cogs to the Giants offense are going to be the offensive line gelling, Saquon Barkley coming back, and Daniel Jones progressing, I was thinking about this, and it pains me to say this, and this is true. It really pains me. I was thinking what it potentially could be the key focal point to the New York Giants offense. And it could be all those things. It could be Daniel Jones. It could be the offensive line. It could be Kenny G. It could be Saquon Barkley. It could be Sterling Shepard. It could be Darius Slayton, coming back. It could be Kyle Rudolph turning back to the days of yore about 3 years ago and becoming that player that he was. But then I was thinking, really, the engine, or I should say maybe the pistons, that are going to help push the Giants offense through, and it kills me to say it. It really does. Maybe Evan Engram. And I know it's a scary thought. Now let's think about this for a minute. Let's just think about this for a moment. If the offensive line doesn't gel properly and Daniel Jones is not given the amount of time that he needs, there's going to be an emphasis again on a short passing game. And who is going to be your best options in a short passing game? It's going to be your tight ends. It's going to be Kyle and Evan. Now, the only problem with Kyle is I like Kyle as a safety net, but he's never going to get you more than 8 to 10 yards, and he's not going to have anything on the yak, yards after the catch. He's not going to have that. He's just not, because he's not that type of player. He's really never been that type of tight end. He is a good security blanket. He is a good third option. But you still need to score points. And in the short passing game, over the middle, streaking down the sidelines, running the slant, it's going to be Evan Engram. And I know that, and that's just one option. Now, let's say Saquon Barkley does not come back at full strength. Yeah, you're going to rely on Booker and a host of others because we haven't signed Todd Gurley yet. I want the Gurley, man. I want the Gurley. I want KJ Wright, and I want Gurley, and I want Melvin Ingram. Just throwing it out there. I am wishing it into fruition. But let's say Barkley doesn't come back and you're relying on a host of running backs. What you're going to need to do then is you're going to need to run more play action, because if these are our guys going into the season, except that Brightwell turns into something special, turns into an Ahmad Bradshaw, and I know Bradshaw was taken later in the draft. You're going to, again, need to rely on the short passing game. You know you're going to reach double coverage on Kenny G. You know that if they have if Tony's coming out of the backfield, which is fine, but you're still going to need a short option. And again, I don't want it to be Kyle Rudolph. It's going to be Evan Engram. Now, let's just say for sake of everything that the Giants offensive line gels, the wide receivers are way they're playing. Let's say the offensive line gels, Daniel Jones has time to throw the ball. The key focal point on the Giants offense, or I should say the key focal point on defense to stop the Giants offense, is going to be stopping Kenny G. Now, we have to hope that Darius comes back in year 3. And I've said this, guys, a million times. Once the league gets film on you, your rookie season, that's why there are so many sophomore slumps, because if you do not adjust properly to that line, to the defense adjusting to you, and you don't readjust, you have a bad season. Year 3 to me is always the biggest year in every NFL player's career, because that's, to me, that's the make or break season. That's it. That is the make or break season, because it'll show you if you were just a flash in the pan that one year, and then you had the ability to readjust in year 3 to what the offense or defense is going to throw at you because of the amount of film that they have on your tendencies. Just plain and simple. But let's just say teams all of a sudden start double teaming Kenny, and then Darius is not going to be the full option. And Sterling Shepard's a good guy to get you, again, another good guy to get you like 10 yards. But you're going to need someone that has the ability to break the plays open. And it's not going to be Kyle Rudolph. It's going to be Evan Engram. Evan Engram has the potential to be a linchpin in this year's offense with Jason Garrett. Now, we also have to remember Jason Garrett's fondness for tight ends, going back to Jason Witten. And I know Evan Engram had his Pro Bowl season, and we all know the drops. And I know he hasn't dropped a ball since last year. Come on, that's funny. I haven't dropped the ball since last year. But he potentially, like I said, he potentially can be the focal point, and like I said, the linchpin to making this offense run. And it's scary for a couple of reasons. One reason is we know the immense talent that he has at the tight end position, and we know his ability to stretch the field. But we don't know if he can hang on to the ball. We don't know if he's going to be a reliable option. He has become more than an adequate blocker. He's become more than an adequate inline blocker. He really has. I always go back to the Chicago game about 2-3 years ago when Chicago. He actually, to me, that was the renaissance of Evan Engram's ability to block. And he showed that he can be a competent, not a great blocker, he's a competent blocker when needed. So then my theory always is, if you can keep him on the field most of the plays, 70, 80% of the plays, offensive plays, you can move him in different spots. You can flare him out. You can engage him, with a linebacker or whomever, whoever he's blocking, and then disengage him and kind of squirt him out into the middle of the field. There's so many different things that you could do with Evan Engram. Now, I have a hard time relying on a guy that's on his 5th-year option, who's probably looking for a payday, who I'm not going to say is not going to earn a payday. Someone's going to give Evan Engram his money. Just like the Giants gave Leonard Williams his money, and I still think they overpaid, but that's okay. You have to pay what the market dictates, but my problem was I don't see the market dictating what he got from the Giants. But that's okay. Sometimes teams need to overpay to keep talent. But I don't think Evan Engram's going to be here. And what I'm frightened of is, let's say Evan Engram does become this linchpin, does become this key cog to the Giants. You can't then trade him. I always thought they would build up his value and trade him in week like 5 or 6. Trade him then. Trade him right at the deadline. But if the Giants are winning and he becomes a focal point to the offense, that's the scary thing right there. That scares me. That scares me right there. Because then you at that point in time, you almost have to consider giving him a contract. I'm sorry, hyperventilating. And I got a lot of Advil. just in case that happens. So 500 tablets. I love when people always ask me, what do you have on your desk? I got so much crap on my desk. I got these things to move. I got sunglasses here. It's funny. I was playing the new Xbox earlier. I have a thing just in case you need to check your breathing. What do I have here? I have a Phil Simms figure. Oh, Phil Simms. I love Online Big Blue. He's awesome. You should subscribe. It's like a celebrity endorsement. But that's it. I'm just going through the crap on my desk. Someone asked me, you always seem to like you have fun stuff on your desk. I got a lot of stuff on my desk. My desk is a cornucopia of stuff. I even have, hold on, another celebrity endorsement. Elvis Presley. He just wanted to come and say hi. I bought some Gunner Gamer glasses too the other day because they help with the screen. But all right, I'm getting off track. My thing is, if you give Evan, if Evan becomes this focal point, you need to give him the money, and that's just it, plain and simple. And of course, we got someone calling right now, and I'm gonna have to end the show there because I'm gonna have to take this call. And again, this is with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giant sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you would like, if you subscribe, if you're anything you know what it means, that'd be awesome. I'm just joking. We're back. I had to take that phone call real quick. I was going through the things on my desk, but we're not even going to go through that. The one other thing I wanted to talk about is the Giants offensive line. Evidently, they are starting. Several Giants offensive linemen are attending the O-line mastermind camp. I have to look. I forgot who. This is the brainchild of some guys. So actually, some pretty good offensive linemen where they basically teach younger players techniques and things such as that. It's all pros and guys that come in and they teach other offensive linemen how to hand placement, all that fun stuff. They just teach them how to be better players. And evidently Will Hernandez, Nick Gates, and Andrew Thomas attended this. I'm reading it as well. They attended the O-line mastermind camp in Texas. They were among the all pros and stars. That good move for players to go and they get taught. Yeah, I have no problem with it. I feel they're going to get more out of their own offensive line coach. I mean, it's a good thing because of the fact that they are getting more tutelage from other professionals. But honestly, the growth of the offensive line is going to occur during the Giants coaching staff or with the Giants coaching staff. That's just my quick opinion and thought about there. Of course, training camp is going to start on the 27th. We are going to be giving away the Coaches Club ticket. Haven't decided how we're going to do that yet. That'll be fun. That'll be a good idea to hang out. We're going to have a bunch of videos coming up this week, a bunch of good ones. I don't know if we're going to be on camera stuff, but we'll see. Hope everyone has a great start to the week because it is Monday. And again, you know what? I'm going to turn in the music here because you get to see all the things that I do when I'm working here. I got to work the soundboard and I got to look away and do different stuff. But we're going to end it right there. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giant sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you ring that bell, you know what that means? That'd be awesome.